Hello, welcome to the Moor Society Incorporated. I'm Christopher McGee. Moor Society is a nonprofit organization dedicated to Negro social studies and the development of a more refined African American culture. Today, our topic is shaping experiences. I work with people, young and old, and I hear more and more frequently that experience defines you, that experience makes you who you are, that experience and how we cope defines us. I want to address this for those who lack self awareness, for those who don't know themselves, confused about their life purpose, who and what they are. These people often might make the mistake of trying to define themselves by their experiences, thinking that if they go out and jump into something, dive headfirst into situations and circumstances, that somehow whatever happens, whatever random experience, whatever random repercussions, that it somehow makes them stronger or teaches them about life. The truth is, they couldn't be more wrong. Experience is not supposed to define you. Experience has no intelligence, has no wisdom, has no preparation, no training. Experience doesn't even have experience. No, experience is not supposed to define you. You are supposed to define experience. You're supposed to use knowledge and wisdom and intelligence to analyze, evaluate, synthesize information, explore and study, look at the situation and circumstances with a different perspective, uh, talk and share with others to get a fresh pair of eyes, a fresh perspective. We broaden our knowledge and understanding through education, acquiring knowledge that is scientifically driven, not just feeling or what people feel or what you think you may have seen or heard. No, it's important that people understand that with self awareness comes meaning and life purpose. With that, you establish an agenda for meeting your goal, for uh, pursuing your heart's desire, your pursuit for self actualization, for spiritual enlightenment, your work to fulfill your needs. Experience is something that you define. You determine the impact experience will have on your life. You determine its significance. Never allow yourself to have who you are dictated to you by random experiences, planned experiences, and your limited views of those experiences. When you go through life, you are limited to seeing things through your own perspective. This is why we go to school. This is why we have institutions of learning where communities of people get together and do research and with scientifically driven data establish text and curriculums. It's important to know that you have the power to define the world around you. You have the power to give shape to what you experience. Don't let it be dictated to you. Some people say experience is the best teacher. Well, these are people who have no clue about teaching. Because if you teach, you look at a teacher, teachers are highly educated people. They're highly trained, licensed, and certified. These are people who are employed and are part of a community of a community of people, a corporation of people whose job is to facilitate people's education and learning. Teachers are taught everything from classroom management, lesson plans, to psychology, to cognitive abilities and how people actually learn. We learn to use different techniques and methodology. We learn to engage certain subjects and do so with prerequisite information, laying a foundation Teachers are prepared to engage students on different levels. Teachers have a genuine interest in seeing people learn and grow. All of these things go into being a teacher, and experience is no teacher. Experience doesn't give a rat's ass about you. Experience is not intelligent. Experience doesn't have experience. Experience doesn't care. Experience is not prepared to provide for you in any way. So you want to be better than that, smarter than that. When you go out, when you find yourself, uh, whether you're planning or just off the cuff, moving about, doing what you have to do on a daily basis, know that your experiences only mean as much to you as you permit them to. Whether it's dating, or relationships, a job, or a confrontation on the street, whether it's a person, place, thing, or an idea, you determine its impact. You determine how that something is going to influence your world. That's important. This topic reminds me of Audre Lorde. To paraphrase, Audre Lorde says, believes a person has to define themselves for themselves or be limited to people's expectations, people's opinions, people's half-ass ideas, and crushed into other people's fantasies and devoured, eaten alive, breaking away from what other people expect of you, the limitations they want to put on you and what you can do and what you can be. Defining yourself for yourself is just that. You have to decide who you are, and what you're going to do with your life. You have to know that through your life's journey, you're going to have a great many experiences. Some will may appear to be negative when they aren't. Some appear to be positive when they when the result of their when their long term effects, but you'll find them to be more negative. But the bottom line is, you keep learning, you keep giving shape to who you are, and defining yourself accordingly, and defining your experience in a way that best serves you. Get what you can from every experience, every place you go, everything you do, every person with whom you keep company, every day idea in your head. It influences you, you influence it, you take control. Mm. If you found this topic useful or anything said in it useful, click the button at the bottom, like, and then subscribe to this channel, and have a good night.